Good day, y'all. This is Janine Tilford from Toad Busters International. We are here down under. We're actually originally from the United States, but we're excited to have started our company here in Australia. Now we've got Bella Brine today. She's going to help us explain how to use our cane toad poisoning emergency response kit.
Hi, everyone.
So Bella has a little story to tell you a little bit why this is important to you.
Yeah, absolutely.
How to use this kit.
Yeah, so my little puppy, Billy, he passed away 7 months ago to a cane toad. We'd had a few run-ins with them before, so we'd educated ourselves and started taking precautions, but it just wasn't enough in the end. He found one underneath the dinner table, and yeah, he didn't pull through, unfortunately. So it's a very important mission that we're going to be walking you through today.
Yes, so this is exciting to have this here today, and we're going to bring Alfie out, which is her new puppy.
Yeah.
And we're going to go through using the kit, so that ought to be fun, and you're going to see every challenge that you're going to run into with Alfie for sure.
Absolutely.
All right, so let's look at the kit. We designed this kit to be a stylish bag, right, Bella?
Mm-hmm.
Like
yes.
If you were, you'd wear this out to dinner, out to clubs.
Absolutely.
Right? No, actually, it's meant to take out if you're going out to the dog park, if you're traveling. The most important thing you want to bring in there that we don't provide is a bottle of water. So any bottle of water will work. You can just keep it in there, keep it unopened so that you have it in case you are out like at the dog park with Alfie and you run into a toad. Now, we try not to run into toads, but unfortunately they're here, and hopefully we'll make a dent in some of these, but you need to be prepared, and that's the biggest thing. So let's go ahead and go through some of the things that you're going to have in this kit. The first thing that I'm going to pull out, this is our water bottle that we use. You open it up, pour the water in, and then what it allows you to do is create a very fine stream. So people used to tell you take the hose and shove it down their throat, and one of the problems with that is you can aspirate your dog, which will kill your dog, not the toad. So we don't want that. Plus we don't want the toxin going down into the system. So this provides a nice fine stream, so you can aim the dog's mouth down and squeeze to push the stream out the dog's mouth, which we will demonstrate later with Alfie, hopefully. The other thing is you'll be able to wet your rags, which we're going to show you next. So it's important to wipe the toxin out of the mouth. So we've created this little compressed towel. You've got 6 of them. You squeeze the bottle, it pops the top open, and you've got this little pill, but this is not a pill, don't eat it. You are going to wet this, and this expands into like a wipey. It's got rough surface, which is nice because it wipes that toxin that they can get on the gums of the roof of the mouth, their tongue. You want to hit every part of their mouth, their face, their gums, their tongue. So I recommend, like when this is happening, just wet all 6 because you can kind of just really wipe it and throw it away and just keep going so you're not reapplying the toxin as you go. So I hand that to you. Before you start putting all this on, we recommend that you use glasses. Now I wear glasses, or you might have sunglasses on if it's daytime. This is to keep the toxin from getting splattered, which we'll explain next. You don't want that to go in your eyes, and if it does, you're going to be worrying about yourself, not your dog. So we recommend that if you don't wear glasses, put on the safety glasses. And you can open these. We just keep them sealed up because that's how they come. The other thing is gloves. The nice thing about the gloves is now you won't have the toxin on your hands, and when you finish, you can just go ahead and take the gloves off inside out. You don't have to touch the toxin, and plus the charcoal won't be all over your nice new manicure.
Yeah, absolutely.
There's 2 pairs of gloves in there, so you can open that. We do give you a flashlight. This is really more if you're at nighttime, need to look for stuff. And then the most important part of this kit is this activated charcoal. Now I say it's the most important, it's really not. The wiping of the mouth is, but the benefit of this activated charcoals, any toxin that's gotten into your dog or around his mouth, this binds with, and it will go through your dog and out, and it's not going to get absorbed into the system. So that's very important because that reduces the amount of toxin that your dog's going to have in his system to get through, because this is not one of those things that you can take the toxin out. It basically has to ride its course. You give it medications and things to help work the dog through it, but if you can reduce that, that's what this does. And I'm going to tell you, I have tried this. I got food poisoning one time, and I was like, you know what, I'm going to do this, and I did it. It doesn't taste bad. It's not bad. So don't feel bad for your dog. It does look horrible, but it does work, and we actually use it for humans too. So we will go into detail how to use this syringe as we get into Alfie.
And is this one reusable, or does it expire, anything like that?
So yes, it does have an expiration date on it. Usually lasts, this one is 5/27, so you've got a while, or how do you say it here? It's 27/5.
2027, yeah.
2027.
Yeah.
So anyways, I know the dates are reversed, but anyways, this is what you want to look at. So when this expires, you can reach out to us and just purchase another charcoal. You don't have to get a whole new kit. So we do provide you everything you need in pieces. The other thing is, if you look at it, it does have calculations on here, and we very much in detail teach you how to adjust this dial down. So like what we do is we say, how much does Alfie weigh? Calculate it out. We would put this little dial, this is nice because we used to do this with horses, and now it makes it nice and easy. Like we'll say I gotta look at his weight, but we're gonna say he's about this much. So we know when you start putting this into their mouth, it only goes to that. So you can't overdose your dog. And that's like one of the things you definitely want to do ahead of time. So what we'll do before we get started, we're going to weigh Alfie, look at it, and we'll preset this so you know what you have to do. You don't even have to think about it at the time, because it is a traumatic experience as you've experienced.
Absolutely. It saves those crucial seconds.
Yes. And that's it. That's the thing. It's so fast. So next thing we did for you is create a detailed step card, and this is very important. One of the things that would have probably helped if you had this and you had already gone over it, you would have known the steps, right? We might have been able to reduce the toxin that he got and stopped it from happening, because time is of the essence. So if you have this kit and it's just hanging somewhere, or you throw it in your closet, it's not going to be useful. Right? So one of the first things that we do when we give you one of these kits is we teach you how to use it. And that's what you need to do. Everybody in the family. So Oscar knows how to use it, Bella knows how to use it, Matt knows how to use it, and your mom knows how to use it. So everybody knows how to use this kit in case you're not there. Now, you have family coming over and they're babysitting the dog, same thing. Dog sitters, make sure everybody knows where the kit is and how to use this. And this is a very detailed cart. It's step by step. We also have an instructional video on the back, which is gonna be us. Anyways, that's gonna be on here. You're gonna see us, and that's why you're watching us now, actually. And that you'll have that already in your bag of tricks before we even get started.
Yeah.
And then there is an education and prevention card. This is gonna tell you everything you need to know about the cane toads, where the toxin generally comes from. However, I just wanna note that even though we have the big gland where the toxin comes from, the toxin actually comes out of every pore of the body. So all throughout here, you're gonna see toxin. So even if your dog just touches the back, he potentially could get it on his nose, lick his nose, and then have the venom or the toxin in his system, not the venom. And then on the back, we have prevention, and these are all things you can do to try to protect your dog. So when you have time, when you get this kit, read it, go through it, train everybody, and then you guys are set up. All right, you ready to get Alfie?
Let's try. Alrighty, so we have got Alfie here. This is our new little puppy. He's a cutie, and we are going to be using the emergency kit and show you exactly how to use it if you do run into a toad. It's my first time using it as well, so we're going to be running through the steps together. Alrighty, so Janine, what's first up?
First up, let's open the kit, and we are going to go ahead and grab the card. Okay, we have the emergency kit now. Did you get the right card?
Yes.
There we go. So let's put the other one on to the side since we don't need that one. Let's go ahead and read number 1, step 1.
Okay, so step number 1 is to put on the safety glasses and gloves to protect yourself from any harmful splatter. This is important because the toxin can also be dangerous to humans, so we don't want that ending up in our eyes or in our fingers.
Now, just so you know, the toxin does not go through our skin or anything. It's not going to hurt you that way. You can always wash your hands, but the most important thing is, this is going to help keep it from getting on you and potentially getting into your mouth or your eyes. And plus, it makes it real easy afterwards. You can just take them off and you're kind of toxin free.
Beautiful. So there's 2 pairs in those, as we mentioned earlier. So I'll save the other one in there.
Now you can see, I think one of the things that, this is a very traumatic event to have happen, but it's very important to remain calm because panicking actually wastes time in a way. Then just take your time, read the card, and go through the steps.
Okay, so number 2 is to moisten the towels or decompressed face wipes until they expand, and wipe the inside of your dog's mouth, including the tongue, teeth, cheeks, and roof of the mouth. So I've got my wipes here. You have 3 of these, you have 6 of these actually. We've done 3 today. So I'm just gonna go and get inside your mouth, Alfie. Not too keen, but this is just one of the steps that you have to do. And then clean all around there. Get that toxin out, hey boy. And then get the front as well. And you repeat that as many times as possible.
Right, because the more you can get out, the less he's gonna actually have in his system. And you can see they're nice rough, it's a wipey, so it's nice that you can wipe down the mouth. Now I wouldn't flush these, please. Throw them in the garbage when you're done.
Beautiful. And step number 3 is to fill the water bottle, this one with the curved applicator. And you're gonna rinse out the dog's mouth. You're gonna do it on a downwards motion. So we're going.
So it's gonna be a little hard to do from this angle. So you would be behind. So this, just to make it easier, you would actually stand behind, put your hand down on the dog's head and aim this down. So you want the water to come down that way. And you're gonna do that. Now, obviously it's not as easy to do. You can see it's not an easy thing to do. So the wipes are gonna be your biggest friend here. Depending on your dog, if your dog sits still, you can do it. And it's good to kind of get along the gum line. So to do that, you would actually have somebody holding the dog up, but you want the head down. Because if you go back, the water's gonna go back in and you potentially could swallow. So wipe first. You can use the water after to try to spray out anything that might have loosened up.
Amazing. And we are repeating this with a new wipe each time as well, because you don't want to reuse the old wipes, obviously, because the toxin will re-enter. And then we are gonna go. Well,
first this is very important on the card. So 5A says do not administer the charcoal if the pet is seizing or unresponsive. Okay, so this means one of the things that happens with your dog after they start vomiting and showing signs that they've gotten into it, which is usually dilated eyes, salivation, red gums, they get really warm, their body temperature goes up. But if they go into a seizure, you do not want to do this part, because this part they have to swallow. Okay, so one of the things you should have done is what? Before we even opened this kit to start this, what was the first thing we were supposed to do on here?
On here before we open
How do we know how much to give Alfie?
We have to weigh our puppy and see how much they weigh, so then we can preset the amount of charcoal that we're going to be administering to them.
And we've already done that on here. So you have to do a little math. I know this was tough for me, but we figured it out. And we have it preset to Alfie. Now Alfie's growing, so probably every month or so, every time you change the weight, I would adjust your charcoal on Alfie. So this is gonna be the fun part. I have a feeling I'm gonna get the short end of the stick on this one. So it's nice to have a partner to do this with, but if it's not, what she would do is she would put the dog in her arms like this, and you would be administering like that. So just let Alfie lick it off. Go ahead, Alfie.
So we just open the tip?
Yep, pull the tip off. There you go, and it's nice and black and gooey.
And just push it in.
Yep, you're gonna hold Alfie's mouth. He might not like this too much, but you want him to lick it. Go ahead, give him some. There you go. A little bit at a time, that's good. Yum, yum, yum. So we would continue to give this. We're not gonna give Alfie all of it. Now this is harmless for the dogs. Actually, I've had it before. It doesn't taste that bad, it just looks really bad. So good job, you're doing such a good thing. See what happens with pictures. Anyways, once we got that in, now, if we were worried that this was not going well, you're by yourself and you can't get it in, skip this part. Or if you have a person with you, take a towel, take this with you, do it in the car. Because time is really of the essence with the cane toad toxin. So we want to get Alfie as quickly as possible. But the nice thing with this is now any toxin that was in his mouth or in his digestion is now covered with this charcoal, and it's just going to work its way out the other end, and it won't get into his system. So that was good. You're being a superstar today. See, Daddy just needs to work with you.
Just some treats.
Just got to pick on Dad a little bit. By the way, her dad is my partner, Matt Bryan, which I'm sure you guys all have met somewhere down the line. He's now working with Toadbusters International. So this is super exciting. I know this is an amazing opportunity to be here. So after that, you're gonna make sure you get to the veterinarian, whether it's your emergency vet or your regular vet. So one of the things we recommend is that you already know where the emergency vet is. When you get this kit, put the emergency vet number on the card. We actually have a spot for it down here. So in case, like, say I'm babysitting Alfie and I'm not from here, but I now have the vet's number, I know where to go. I can call, get the address, and I can head over there and get Alfie straight to the vet. So it's real important to have this handy. Don't waste time. It's, you know, I actually had a dog that had the seizure, went through everything, and I was a vet tech. You know, I knew what to do. and it's traumatizing. Okay, it's not a great thing. So, and obviously, you know, you've already lost a dog, and you can't, you know, you can't go back. And this is one of the things that's be prepared. That's like number one. And Alfie, I'm gonna say you get an A+ today.
Absolutely.
So
this is the calmest I've ever seen him.
I know. Well, thank you guys for being here. Hopefully this helps you. We're excited, and hopefully we'll get to meet all y'all at some point. Come visit us.
Do it on. Oh, okay. Sorry. Restart that.
Pretty with those red. It actually matches your
scientist.
outfit. How cool. We are down under. We're at, it didn't come out good. Let's try that. Hey, do not administer charcoal if the dog is seizing. So we have to, should we retake that?